So kanina po, ayan, sige. So to start po, kanina we have discussed sa workshop number 1 yung mga issues na identify namin using the pastel. And we have identified also the risk and opportunity. Now on workshop number 2, we assess it through the given risk criteria and color coded it accordingly. So to start from our political government policies, so the risk new regulations can impact the project timeliness, cost, and feasibility. So we rank it 2 for the likelihood, then for its severity is 2 then, which has a product of 4. Next is a corruption for risk. Social injustice is 2.
Wait. How did you arrive at 2-2? How did you arrive? What's your reference? How did you get it? Explain mo sa
Okay. According po sir sa criteria,
You check rest criteria para makita na lahat. Yan, okay.
so according po sa risk criteria, for the likelihood criteria, you're gonna rate it 1 to 3. 1 for if it is low, then for organization's criteria, rare, then its definition is not occurred in the last 3 years. If it in terms of percentage chance, it may happen, it's most likely to happen at a negative 20% chance po. For our medium naman po, you're gonna rate it number 2. Then organization's criteria is possible. Then it will occur at least once a year. And it will most likely to happen 20 to 80% chance. It has a chance. Then for high, you're gonna rate it 3. Then almost certain po yung criteria or meaning that it will occur at least once a month. And it is 80%, it has an 80% chance, greater than 80% chance to happen. Then for severity, same din sir, you're gonna rate it 1 to 3. For 1, that means low or minor significance. If it in terms of business aspect, no or minimal disruption to operation. If it in terms of financial impact, less than or equal to 100,000 pesos financial loss. For our medium criteria, gonna rate it 2, which means it is significant. In terms of business aspect, the operation may be disrupted for a few weeks. In terms of financial impact, it is greater than 100 to 999,000 financial loss. Then for highly severe, high, we're gonna rate it 3. So operation may be disrupted for a few months and or business closure. If in terms of financial impact, sir, it is greater or equal to 1 million financial loss. Dito po yun sa risk assessment pa lang, sir.
In terms of opportunity, yeah.
If in terms of opportunity naman po, sir, if your criteria is low, then you're gonna rate it 1. In organizations criteria po, it is rare. Then if it in terms of time, it may happen, not occurred in the last 3 years. In terms naman po sa percentage, less than 20% chance. Then if your criteria is, or if your rating is 2, that means medium or possible, then it may occur at least once a year. Then it most likely to happen 20 to 80% chance, sir.
Okay.
If your rating naman po is 3,
that's okay. That's okay. How about the heat? How do you determine the color coded, the heat diagram?
So sa heat diagram naman po, sir, we were provided this one, sir.
Okay.
So if significant, then automatically red po siya. So sa significant, dapat po yung product is 6 and 9. So action required within 15 days to mitigate the risk. I think sa workshop number 3 na po to, sir. Then if moderate po, it's orange or yellow, I think. Then the product is 3 and 4. Then acceptable is green. The product is 1 and 2.
Okay, that's
For
all.
opportunity,
Thank
yes,
you.
sir. Okay, sir.
Proceed to activity 2.
Ayan, so to proceed, sir, with a given parameter, sir, we have rated the following. So for government policies in risk assessment, we rated the likelihood of the risk ng government policies 2. Then its severity is 2 then, sir. And it has a product of 4. Then for corruption, we have identified the risk na social injustice. So likelihood, sir, is 2. Wait lang. Yan. Then its severity is 1. And its product is 2 din, sir. Bali, ano po yung formula? Length. Likelihood times severity. Then for our environmental regulation, we have identified its risk na strict environmental regulation. Likelihood is 3, then its severity is 2, product is 6. Then for political instability, the risk is changes in government resulting to funding cuts and changes. We have rated at 2, and its severity is 2, product is 4. Ayan. So for opportunity naman po, for opportunity ng item number 1 namin sa political, we have rated it 1. Then its benefit 3. Now, top of 3. Then for opportunity ng corruption, likelihood is 1. Then its benefit is 3.
Yeah.
And yung product is 3 din, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Then for environmental regulation naman, sir, 2 yung likelihood, then yung benefit is 3, product is 6. Same with political instability. Opportunity ng political instability, sir, 2 times 3 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
To proceed, sir, on our economic, we
Okay,
have
that's
also
okay, but questions.
Okay.
I would like to ask questions. What do you mean by RPN?
RPM.
Okay, risk priority network. Network number. So what do you do with the red one? What will you do with the red one?
Based po sa parameter na binigay, sir, sa heat diagram, if it's red, sir, you're gonna have to take an action within
Okay.
15 days to mitigate the risk, sir.
Okay, good.
If yellow or orange naman, sir, then action required is 3 days to mitigate. So in short, sir, if red po, sir, dapat yung risk na to is ma-mitigate as early as possible, sir.
Okay. So that will you do next tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
That's it, no? That's it, no? For group what? Group 5?
Group 5, sir.
Okay. So very good, no? So you
Thank
are
you, sir.
75% no of your risk register, and I hope your team already no, excellent na in identifying risk and having it assessed no in terms of its impact and probability, no? Right? So sige, let's proceed with the next reporter group.
Group 6 ready na po? Group 6?
A token of appreciation dun sa mga group will be given, ah. So you have to report. Group 2, group 2.
Group 2.
Call a friend. Group 2, call a friend. Group 3. Ah,
Group 4 daw, sir.
group 4. Okay. If you can't report, call a friend. Another group. Group 4. Rule 4. Rule 4.
Good afternoon po. So, I'm the ano ba? The representative for the Group 4 po, Josephine po. And then we have assessed the issues for the political, economical, social, technological, and environmental. So for the workshop number 1. So for the workshop number 2, we have assessed the likelihood and severity of the issues, the risk and opportunity. So for the number 1 issue, we have the government stability and policy changes. So we have the risk of frequent changes in administration can lead to policy instability. New leaders might reverse or modify existing policies, creating an unpredictable business environment. So we have assessed the likelihood for this risk for 1. So do I need to discuss po ulit yung risk criteria natin or hindi
No,
na po?
no need. No, it's already
Okay.
discussed. Just the color coded.
Yes, sir. For this issue, so we assess this as for the likelihood. So number 1, since we assess this risk I think for the frequency is 3 years to be can you show it first? So of course not occurred in last 3 years. So we identify it as a low. And then for the severity, so number 1. And then for the RPN is number 1, so acceptable. And then for the opportunity assessment, we assess the likelihood for another 1, and for the severity for 1. So the RPN is for the opportunity is number 1, so is another acceptable. And then for the next issue, so we have the corruption. For the corruption, the risk is fairness and transparency. So the risk assessment for the likelihood is 2. So occurred in once a year. And then the severity is 2. And then for the risk opportunity number is number 4. So for the number 4 is moderate. We need to take action for within 60 days to mitigate the risk. So for the opportunity, so we have to fast track the process by paying extra amount. So what we call the under the table. So we take it as an opportunity. So for the likelihood, we have 2, and for the benefits, so we have 2. So for the OPN, so we have 4. So for the 4 is moderate, so action required within 60 days to attain benefits. So for the economical, the issues is inflation rate. So the risk is increasing of construction costs. So we assess the risk as the risk for the likelihood is 2. So once a year, and then the severity is the severity. So operation may be disrupted for a few weeks. And then for the risk opportunity number, we have 4. So moderate. So we need to take action within 60 days to mitigate the risk. And for the opportunity, we have 2. And the benefits for 2. And the OPN is 4. So we need to action required within 60 days to attain naman yung benefits. For another issues that we identify for the social, so the cultural barriers. So the risk is the misunderstanding. For the risk, we have assessed the 3. 3 is occurred every month, and then the severity is operation may disrupted for a few months or business closure. So we have the RPN of 9. So 9 is we need to have action within 15 days to mitigate the risk. And for the opportunity, so we have the acknowledge and understand culture differences. Siyempre po, if we have the culture differences and nakapag-adapt tayo with the differences of each other, so we can adapt kung may makilala tayong bagong tao na different yung culture niya. So for the opportunity, we have 3. And for the benefits is we have 3 and the OPN is 9. And then
Okay, that's it. Okay, thank you.
okay, thank you po.
In your group, there are 1 red, which is misunderstanding, of your as a risk. So you need to devise systems and procedures, okay, to resolve misunderstanding within the project team. So what misunderstanding is a basic issue, but it has an impact, in terms of performance of the project team. So yeah, very good. Next group. But what group 1 and group 2, you need to provide existing controls. Is misunderstanding have existing controls in your project? So you need to write it here. If let's say, for example, it is part of your quality management system, so under what quality management control number? So you need to provide it here for the existing controls. For no existing control, you just state it, no existing control, so that you can create the controls, as part of your corrective actions tomorrow. All right? Group 1 and group 2. Okay. Okay, now
Yes po,
let's
sir.
proceed to the next group. Thank you, group 1 and group 2. Group,
Hello po, group po ni Sir Jeff Edward Ray Matas.
okay.
Ready na po, Sir Jeff, for your group presentation. And look.
Hello po. Ako na lang po 1%.
Okay.
Pasabi na lang sa meeting mag-present. Paano lang, pa-assist na lang po. Thank you. Ayan. So, gawin lang po namin itong medyo mabilis. So, ang risk assessment namin para sa first issue in terms of political concern, which is yung interference of LGU in the project. Since we have identified some existing controls or nag-set kami ng system na pwede maging control, which is an arrangement to have a padrino for the project, or meaning a middleman for negotiation. Pwede po namin siyang ibaba yung severity niya. So ang likelihood, for example, ang interference of LGU, ang nakikita namin is pwedeng, for example po, ang pagbisita po or assess ng mga building officials. Yeah. And then, since we have a padrino or middleman, yung severity niya or magiging impact niya sa project ay pwedeng mapababa kasi si middleman na po yung bahala dun. And then yung pagdating naman po sa opportunity, with regards dun sa opportunity from workshop number 1, since compliance of regulated laws in the area, if compliant naman po, we assume na yung likelihood po is lagi nagko-comply yung isang project bago mag-start. Or make sure po na para maiwasan yung risk na to, magko-comply dapat yung isang project before siya mag-start. And then yung benefit nito, if nag-comply tayo, is a great factor, kaya po namin pinili or inassess as 3. So yung OPN po namin is 9, which is dark blue. And then for next po, political instability or yung pag-change po ng mga nakaupong opisyal sa isang grupo, ang na-identify po namin na existing control or system is ang system po na pwedeng gawin I'm sorry. Ang system po na pwedeng gawin is constant or regular communication with the sitting government officials. So if pag lagi po tayong updated sa isang project, yung severity na or yung impact nito as risk for potential delays could be based on 2 or graded as 2. And then yung likelihood is hindi naman, based sa assessment namin, hindi naman siya madalas nangyayari. 1 po. Kaya 2 yung RPN namin, which is acceptable. And then pagdating sa opportunity, likelihood again, 1. Medyo hindi namin siya masyado ina-anticipate na magkaroon bigla ng sudden changes sa isang government body. And then yung benefit nun, we're looking for an opportunistic view, no? For example, if meron man pong nagpalit, in an optimistic view, pwede po siya mag-result to better reforms. Kasi po madalas naman kasi pag napapalitan ng isang government body is dahil nagkaroon siya ng issue, ganun. So meaning to say, parang assumption namin, pag yung papalit is mas mapapa-improve yung pinalitan niya. Okay. And then for the economic naman, inflation rates of material, ang existing control namin is monitoring through Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas database for inflation, and also consider price escalation in bid. So hindi sa assessment namin sa likelihood is madalas siya mangyari, kaya 3. Pero dahil may na-identify kami na system para mapalower yung severity ng risk, which is yung consider price escalation sa bid, kaya namin siya inanalyze as 1. So 3 po yung which based sa heat diagram natin ay nasa moderate or we can mitigate the risk within 60 days. And then next, financial stability issues. If ang existing control or system na pwede namin po magamit dito is, for example po, cash flow monitoring or creation of accounting schedule. So if na-monitor po natin at if monitored ang cash flow or accounting, I think ang likelihood po na magkaroon ng risks delayed payments is 1 lang kasi monitored siya. So, and then with that, yung severity po ng risk ay mababa rin, kaya naging 1 po tayo. Kaya acceptable po siya.
Double Excel.
Okay. And then for social naman, labor shortage, para sa risk namin, ang likelihood is 1. Dahil ang control namin pala ay manpower pooling. So, and then severity is also 1 kasi may na-identify po kaming system na pwedeng ma-mitigate yung risk na to. And then for the opportunity, it is a good magandang opportunity po siya since pwedeng maglalaan ang kumpanya ng upskilling training para sa mga workers or current workers. At kaya namin na-assess as 3 yung likelihood nito is in-assess namin na nangyayari naman siya madalas din sa site na nagkakaroon tayo ng labor shortages. And then yung 3 naman is yung dahil benefit niya is malaki nga. Not only sa company dahil nagkakaroon siya ng more skilled workers, pati rin naman sa worker dahil nagkaka-upskill siya, nagkakaroon siya ng improvement sa career for better pay. Tapos generational gaps, ang control namin dito is team building. So ang likelihood nito ang risk nito so risk likelihood is 1. And then yung severity niya is 1. So hindi na namin siya na-consider as a major factor pagdating sa risk. Pero yung opportunity nito is I think may impact po yung opportunity niya. So yung opportunity kasi namin dito is encouraging collaboration and teamwork. So ang team building kasi mostly once a month or once a year pala. Once a year na gagawa, kaya 2. And then yung benefit niya is good or excellent, kaya 3. So nagkaroon kami ng rating na 6. And then next issue is high crime rates or security issue in the project area. So ang control, nakapag-isip po yung team namin or yung group namin ng dalawang types of control, isang internal at isang external. So internal, ibig sabihin within yung mga workers, para makontrol namin itong risk na to, usually nag-i-implement tayo na kailangan ng police, NBI, or barangay clearance for workers to make sure na yung risk of crime internally sa workers ay mababa. So ang likelihood namin, if nakakapag-provide sila ng police, NBI, or barangay clearance, ang likelihood na maging sila sa crime is 1. And then yung 2 naman, yung na-assess namin na severity. So acceptable po yung RPN niya. For benefit naman, for opportunity, so 2 yung likelihood, and then 3 yung benefit na binigay namin or inassess namin dito kasi magandang impact siya. Lalo na if na-implement yung system controls natin or existing controls natin. So pagdating naman pala sa external, so external is provision of security agency or CCTV camera. So pag meron tayong ganun, ang mangyari, pwede po natin ma-maximize yung or may benefit po tayo para mas ma-eliminate yung risk. So sa technology naman, introduction of new technology, sa risk, sorry. So existing control namin, awareness seminar, or pati trainings. So exposes to cybersecurity risk. So 1 siya kasi hindi namin inassess as critical yung likelihood niya sa field natin, and then yung severity naman niya is 2. So acceptable. In terms of opportunity, dark green yung rating namin dito para which represent a good benefit for the organization. Next is yung design flaws due to incompatibility between design and on-site situation. So ang control namin dito para ma-minimize yung risk ay dapat magkaroon ng kaukulang fee study or feasibility study. So dahil dito sa control na to, we were able to assess na tag 1 lang yung likelihood and severity. So having an acceptable risk. And then in terms of legal, liability for defective workmanship, ang existing control namin dito is contract agreement or bonds and insurances. So ganito yung naging assessment namin. 2 sa likelihood, since hindi naman talaga natin maiwasan yung pagkakaroon ng defective sa workmanship or in terms of quality. And then pwede namin ma-identify as 1 yung severity dahil nga dito sa contract agreement or bonds and insurance, na-anticipate natin or nagkakaroon tayo ng habol with contractor para ma-make sure or magkaroon din sila ng accountability sa gawa nila. So yung risk nito is acceptable if meron talaga basta't maano po natin ma-implement yung pagkaroon ng magandang contract agreement bonds and insurance. So ang benefit naman ito or opportunity nito is two, which is moderately naman nagagawa. And then three, magandang benefit siya kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng insurance pati si clients with regards to enhance the quality control. And then slow approval processes of building permits. Ang likelihood nun is 1, and then yung severity niya is 3 if nangyari. Kaya moderate yung risk na to. And then legal challenges or dispute to landowner. So ang nakikita namin control dito is kailangan ng development permit. So pag may development kasi ang nasa isip namin is pasado na yung or wala nang conflict within the area or in terms of legalities sa lupa. Pag ganun, mababawasan natin yung likelihood niya. And then pero hindi pa natin maiiwasan yung laki ng severity niya kaya 3 pa rin to. So with that, yung RPN is moderate. In terms of pollution, in terms of environmental control naman, pollution due to construction equipment or non-compliance, if meron po tayong EMB compliance as system control natin, mamiminimise po natin yung ang likelihood at severity nito kasi naka-monitor po tayo or minimake sure po natin yung compliance in terms of environmental environmental compliance po. And then for other which is yung recycling initiative from the project or waste segregation, malaking if nagagawa natin, since nagagawa naman natin siya madalas, especially sa mga projects natin, inassess namin siya as 3 and then yung benefit niya is 3. So it is a good benefit to help or mitigate the climate, to help the betterment of the environment. And then to use solar power or renewable energy, ang likelihood na nakita namin dito is 2, especially if si developer ay sumusunod sa mga regulations. And then 3 naman yung benefit niya since pag gumamit nga tayo ng renewable energy, malaking benefit ito sa organization. Ayun lamang po.
Okay. Since this is based on perception, you have no red color. So okay.
Yes po, sir.
So mukhang wala kayong i-priority na risk, no? Kasi wala kayong pula. But then again, since this is based on perception, you need to consider also, no? Let's say na medyo i-upgrade nyo yung perception nyo. It doesn't mean if this is okay, maging kampante na kayo. You need to upgrade, meaning you need to update this in a quarter and check again, no? If you develop your final risk register, you need to